Okay, so today on the deep dive, we're getting into something really unique, a performance that just completely blurred the lines. We're talking about a persona, this character that was so deeply committed, it really made people question identity itself. And our main source for this dive, it's this amazing and honestly pretty chaotic interview from 1982. You've got Tony Clifton on David Letterman's show. So our mission here is basically to unpack this completely wild exchange, see what it tells us about performance, identity, and just defying expectations.
Yeah, and what's so interesting, I think, is how a character like Tony Clifton, he doesn't just like perform at you. He forces you, the audience member, to really question what you think you know about who's even up there on stage. It's not just entertainment. It's well, you called it an ontological challenge earlier, right? It pushes you to question reality,
Yeah,
all wrapped up in like a terrible suit.
that's a great way to put it. Yeah. It's not just funny, it's actually kind of unsettling, isn't it? So the segment starts. Paul Schaefer introduces him, calls him an international singing sensation. You know, just finished a very successful engagement,
hmm
opened for Rodney Dangerfield and Andy Kaufman, and then Clifton just strides out and launches into this wild medley.
And that first song choice, I've got to be me. I mean, it's just dripping with irony, right? Given the whole, mystery, he's belting out, what else can I be but what I am? I've got to be free. But then, because it's Clifton, it just falls apart almost immediately. He starts talking about his hip-hop sings.
Right.
Then it goes into Wings of Your Love, which somehow becomes about chicken wings from Kentucky Fried.
Yeah.
It's this controlled chaos
Yeah.
designed to throw you off right from the start.
Totally. It's like
Yeah.
watching a car crash in slow motion, but then it sort of rights itself, only to veer off somewhere even weirder. Then he slides into That's Life, but his version has lyrics like a puppet and a pirate and a skyking up and down and over and out. Just nonsense. And then he finishes by saying he'll roll myself up in a big ball and die. And Letterman, poor Dave, just goes, Tony, very nice. Very nice job.
Yeah, you can just feel Letterman trying to navigate this. But the key thing throughout this whole interview is that commitment. He never, ever breaks character. Letterman tries, though. He jumps right into the big question, the elephant in the room.
Right.
He says, when I first became aware of you, you seemed to actually come out of nowhere. You were working with Andy Kaufman.
Hmm.
And then he asks directly, there was some discussion that you, in fact, were Andy Kaufman and that there is no Tony Clifton.
This is it. This is the moment, right? You think, okay, now he might crack. Now he might give something away. But how does he respond when Letterman basically accuses him of being Andy Kaufman?
It's a flat denial.
Got it.
I don't know anything about that.
And then the nerve. He turns it completely around.
Exactly. He says, Kaufman's been using my name to get places.
It's just audacious.
A total reversal.
It really is.
And it's fascinating how he uses that denial. Like he weaponizes it. The act of questioning him becomes part of the performance itself. It fuels it. His denial is just absolute. Letterman pushes him, so there is no truth whatsoever to the rumor.
Yeah.
And Clifton just shoots back, there's no truth ever whatsoever. That's total fabrication on your part. He doesn't even blink.
Wow.
He even dismisses the idea that lots of people are saying it. He just goes, many people say a lot of things. I don't believe it. You don't believe it. I don't see it. Just this stream of like nonsensical denial. He's actively muddying the waters.
It feels like psychological warfare almost. Then Letterman tries to pivot, asks him if he's a health nut. And Clifton just says, yes, I do, which doesn't even quite answer the question. And then completely out of left field, Clifton asks to take a survey.
Right, the cheese question.
How many of you people got your cheese? Not who cut the cheese, but who got the cheese. Watching it now, you still feel how confused and like thrown off the audience must have been.
Oh, absolutely. It's designed to destabilize everything, to remind everyone, you're in my world now. We play by my rules.
Yeah.
It just shows how much he embodies that disruptive character. He doesn't care about talk show conventions at all.
No.
Which leads Letterman to point out, pretty bluntly, Tony, you are not a well-liked man.
And again, Clifton just takes it completely in stride, like it's a compliment. Letterman brings up that infamous incident on the Dinah Shore program, asks him, didn't you throw eggs at Dinah?
Yeah, and Clifton's explanation is just
Yeah.
classic Clifton. He says, they tell you, come on the show, make your dare, and make the food. So he made the food, bacon and eggs. Simple enough, right?
Uh-huh.
But then he claims she was supposed to sing a duet with me and she wouldn't.
Yeah.
So naturally, I poured the eggs over her head.
Just like that. And the consequence.
I was bodily removed. And the way he says it, there's almost this like pride in his voice. It's a badge of honor.
Right.
He then confirms the same thing happened on the set of Taxi. Just states it. I was removed.
Mm,
Then adds, I've been removed from almost every major motion picture Saturday studio on America.
that's quite the resume he's building there.
And he agrees. He says, I think so. I think so.
Then he tries to turn it back on Dave, asking about someone using an expletive. Asking, where's your Chevy's expletive?
Yeah, Letterman has to jump in there like, whoa, no need for that kind of language, Tony. We have to pause.
Right. Letterman thanks him, says it was a pleasure meeting you and hearing your act. And Clifton's last line, just pure defiance.
Mm-hmm.
I just got here. Like he never wanted to leave, never wanted to stop being Clifton.
Exactly. And what this whole interview really showcases, I think, is something like kayfabe, from wrestling,
Mm-hmm.
but elevated to this weird kind of high art, maintaining that constructed identity, not just to entertain, but to actively mess with people's perceptions, even how the media covers him.
Mm.
Clifton didn't just play a character. He kind of weaponized the whole idea of identity. His genius was turning every attempt to expose him into just another part of the act. The denial was the act.
So, yeah, what we've really unpacked here isn't just some bizarre old TV clip. It's like a masterclass in commitment. Clifton's absolute dedication to being Tony Clifton, those outrageous denials, even the stories about getting thrown off sets. It all built this incredible, almost touchable sense of defying reality.
And if you zoom out, connected to the bigger picture, Clifton's whole thing, especially that Letterman interaction, it really makes you ask some big questions about authenticity in entertainment. It sort of challenges our basic assumptions about who's real on stage and who's just performing. It really invites you to think about, what happens when an artist just disappears so completely inside their own creation that nobody, not the audience, maybe not even the artist, sometimes can easily tell where one ends and the other begins.
Right. It forces that question.
And how does that challenge us?
So here's something for you to maybe chew on after this. If a performance is that convincing, so much so that it genuinely makes you question what's real, who's actually in control of the story? Is it the performer? Is it us, the audience? Or maybe it's the character itself that takes over?